everybody, my name is Sera Jo. This week, I'm co-hosting music lessons with Carlos. See you!
Welcome, everybody, to another music lesson webinar with Carlos. Today, we will cover different topics such as ear training, contemporary piano styles, improvisation, music theory, chord progressions, and jazz voicings. We also have some new piano tutorials, so stay tuned and let's get started. Hi everybody, and Sera Jo, thank you so much for this piano tutorial, in which, by the way, I think this one is great. So I want to review it and I want to make some comments too, because this one, okay, so let me shrink myself, go here to the corner, and actually, you know what I like about this song is, Blues for Alice. When I was a student at Berkeley, I used to practice this song a lot. It is a major 7 blues. Major 7 blues progression. And here Sera Jo is playing 2 notes, guide tone voices, and 3-note voicing. So keeping the left hand simple for comping, which is great. And also she's playing a bass line. So let me boost up my volume. Okay. Yes, Sera Jo, you're playing a bass line. A really nice walking bass line. Maybe I'm gonna ask you if you can maybe write it down for next time so we can talk about this cool bass line. Okay. So I wanna play this again. And okay, first just highlights. Let me get myself here out of the way again. Highlights about this piano tutorial. First, Sera Jo, she's gonna play the head melody, and she's using nice 3-note voicings. And then she's gonna shift into a 2-note accompanying voicings. And then she's gonna start with her solo. And her solo, again, her left hand is gonna go between 2 and 3-note voicings. Very nice solo. Would be great to, I don't know if we can slow a video down. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, but it would be great to be able to just see all the goodies. Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna start again, and I'm gonna start right here. Okay, so I'm gonna get myself out of here, and we're gonna listen to Sera Jo's a piano tutorial on Blues for Alice by Charlie Parker. So here we go. Okay, Sera Jo, thank you. Yeah, thank you again for this wonderful tutorial. And now we're gonna start with our material. So we're gonna start with some ear training. Ear training. Okay, so last time we were working with the, let me see if my piano is loud enough. I think so. Yeah, we were working with our 7 triads: major, minor, diminished, major flat 5, augmented, sus4, sus2. And last class, we were working on hearing the third. So if we're in a major, mi, and that would apply also for an augmented, mi, major flat 5, mi, and the flat 3, me, minor chord, me, diminished, me, and maybe we're gonna use the term the third of the triad a bit more freely. Yeah, so we're gonna have a sus4, yeah, and we sang fa, and also we had a sus2, and we sang re, re. Okay, but now we're gonna work on the fifth. So fifth, we can have a perfect fifth, sol, and that's gonna cover us for pretty much everything. Major, minor, sus4, sus2. Then we're gonna have the flat 5, say, which is gonna, we're gonna have to sing that note for the diminished triad and for a major flat 5. And then we have the sharp 5, C, C, and that's for the augmented triad. Okay, so instead of jumping just into it. I think what we should do first is working with do. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna play the triads and we're gonna hear the root. And after we feel comfortable, then we go to finding the fifth. So here we go. We're gonna hear do. Okay, I'm gonna start in a different key. One moment, I'm gonna boost my volume. I think my volume is a bit low. Okay. Okay, and my piano is okay. I think we are all set. Good. Why don't we start? First chord. Let's sing the root. Do. So I'm gonna wait for a couple seconds. And I'm just gonna be changing. The whole process is for me to be changing key centers or all the time. Yeah, all the time. Yeah. So we are kind of pushing our long-term memory, you know, we're gonna kicking it into activity all the time. Okay, so next chord, B. Do. Next one, let's go to an F. Do. Next. I'm not gonna even say the key centers. Yeah, we're just gonna focus on the feeling. Yeah. Do. Next one. Let's just focus on the feeling of the triad and let's focus on hearing the bass note. Do. Next one. Okay, just gonna play for a couple seconds. Do. Next key. Do. And one last one. Do. Oh, and there is a chord that we haven't done. So here we go. Do. Okay, yeah, so that was a nice warm-up, finding the root of the chord, but now we're gonna hear the fifth of the triad and we're gonna sing accordingly. So, se, si, yeah. Okay, so here we go. First chord. So maybe, yeah, this will work great as a podcast because that you cannot see my hands and you really have to hear the chord. Okay, so here we go. Let's sing the fifth. So, okay. Let's go to a next chord. Next triad. Let's hear it. What is equality? Okay, let's sing the fifth. Se. Next triad. Sol. Next triad. The fifth. Si. And then we play. Okay, so the process is when we practice, we play the triad, we sing the note, and we sing, yeah, and then we check. So here we go. Next one. Se. Next triad. Sol. Next triad. Sol. And maybe one last one. Se. Okay. Now we're gonna take it to another level. Yeah, I wasn't giving you even the key centers. Yeah, so we were just focusing on the pure feeling of the triad. So now I'm gonna give you the key centers. So you're gonna visualize, which means as soon as I play the triad, let's say I give you, okay, we're in the key of C. Okay, that's a major triad. So you see it in your mind's eye. You see the C, the E, and the G. Yeah, so we're visualizing at the same time. But you're gonna sing the fifth. Sol. So it's a little bit like almost virtualizing, because you have all those different elements going at the same time: visual, kinesthetic, auditory, everything, and even the cognitive one. Yeah, because you know it's a perfect fifth or a flat five or an augmented fifth. Yeah, so we have all those elements going on at the same time, which is different of what we did before, which we were just emphasizing the feeling aspect, sound feeling aspect of the color of the triad, and in relationship to that we were singing the fifth. So now we're going to do many things at a time. We're going to visualize, we're going to even, I don't know if in your mind you can see all the three notes of the triad, hear the fifth, and you know also if it's a major triad, so that's more like the cognitive aspect: major, minor, diminished, flat five, and if it's what type of a fifth. Yeah, and then on top of that we're gonna sing. Okay, this is an advanced exercise. Here we go. First triad, E flat. Okay, so you already know, I'm gonna guide you. Okay, so you already know it's a minor triad. So you're gonna see in your mind's eye the E flat, the G flat, and the B flat. Yeah, but then you're gonna sing the fifth. Sol, and then you check, yeah? Or I'm checking for you now, yeah? But when you practice on your own, you're gonna check on your instrument. Okay, so I guided you through the process. Now we're gonna go to another key. A. Okay, what is the quality? And once you get the quality, you're gonna hear, you're gonna visualize the root, the three, whatever three and whatever five. And now we're gonna sing the fifth. Se. Okay, so that was an A diminished. So that was an A, C, and E flat. Let's go to another chord. D flat. Okay, so let's go for the quality. What is the quality of this triad? So you're gonna visualize the root, the three, and the five. And then we're gonna sing the fifth. Sol, and we're gonna check. Okay, so I'm gonna give it away now. It's a D flat sus4. So you should have seen the D flat, the G flat, and the A flat. Now we're gonna go to another triad, yeah, another key center. So there is a purpose why I'm shifting triads all the time. In the processes, we are forcing ourselves to reestablish the whole micro environment. You know, hearing the bass note again and again and again, and shifting. So that has a purpose, and the purpose is all to work on our long-term memory. Yeah, a couple of my teachers, you know, actually, they figured this out. And I was so glad that they did, so they make a huge difference in my own practice. So, here we go. Next triad. Which is going to be the next triad? This one. F, key of F. So you're going to hear, what is the quality of this triad? Okay, after you get the quality, you're going to visualize the root, the three, and the five. And now we're gonna sing the fifth. C. Okay, let's see. This was an F augmented triad, so you should have visualized the F, the A, and C sharp. Let's do another one. Okay, we're in the key of B flat now, or yeah, B flat. So let's check. Let's hear the quality. And after we get the quality, now we're gonna visualize the root 3 and 5, whatever 3 and whatever 5. Okay, and now we're gonna sing the fifth. Say, so that was a B flat major flat 5. So we were gonna see the root B flat, the 3 D, and the flat 5 is E or F flat. It should be F flat, yeah? Okay, this one actually we need to practice more. Yeah, this is the first time, I think. And I also wanna review our process, yeah? So the very first thing that we did was just warming up with the do, warming up with the bass of each of the triads. Then we shifted into hearing the fifth, but I didn't give you even the key center. Yeah, we were just focusing on the pure feeling aspect, the pure feeling aspect of the triad. Then we went all the way. We were visualizing and getting the feel of the triad, the feel of the quality, and visualizing all the notes, and of all the notes focusing on the fifth and singing the fifth, and also developing even just the understanding aspect, the cognitive aspect. Yeah, what was the quality? Yeah, and what was the fifth, major, perfect, diminished, augmented, all of those things going at the same time. So the last exercise was a bit more involved. Okay, good. So many things I want to do, and I never have time. Let me change my camera. I want to focus a bit. Okay, this is good. We have worked with our clusters, with our major, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, natural, and Locrian, and then we go back to major. So now what I want to do is I want to do the same, and we started to do that modal interchange. So we stay in one key center, but we move around. Okay, and we have been doing that in a couple of keys, so today I'm going to choose another key. How about A flat? And we haven't done A flat. So let's do a cluster on A flat. Okay, so that means that you can already visualize your major, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian in most keys, but if you can't, just follow me. I'm going to just build them up, yeah, ascending. Here we go. Major, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, cluster. Now we're going to go to Dorian mode, A flat Dorian. It's still possible. We could have a G sharp Dorian, but let's do a flat Dorian. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And there we have it, in A flat Dorian. Now we're going to go to Phrygian mode. This, yes, should be a G sharp Phrygian, yeah, and we have a flat 2, and we have a flat 6, so we're going to pay attention to that. So in G sharp, do, ra, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And there we have it. Now we're going to move on to Lydian mode, back to A flat. Yeah, we have a sharp 4, Fi. Do, re, mi, fi, sol, la, ti, do, and together. And moving on, we're going to go to a Mixolydian mode. Yeah, so we have a Te, flat 7, A flat, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And this is A flat mixo. Now we're gonna go into G sharp, back to G sharp instead of A flat. Yeah, natural minor, Aeolian. So here we go. We have a flat 3, flat 6, flat 7, me, le, and te. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And now we're gonna go to G sharp Locrian. We have a flat 2, flat 5. Okay, so we're gonna have to pay attention to our flat 5 here. Do, ra, mi, fa, se, le, ti, do. And that's our G sharp Locrian mode. Now we're gonna go back to our A flat major scale. And that's it. Yeah, so if you feel more comfortable, yeah, then what you can do, instead of building them up, I could build them up ascending or descending, and that will be like in a foundational work. But eventually, you want to just go like this. Okay, major, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixo, natural minor, the Locrian, and back to major. and do that modal interchange in all 12 keys. Actually, that would be a wonderful assignment, yeah, for everybody. Homework. You're gonna do your major modes, yeah, all the 7 major modes, but you're gonna end up, so they're gonna be 8, you know, because you're gonna end up back into major in all different keys, yeah, and that's gonna give you enormous flexibility, yeah, when you compose. Let's say you're in A flat, and now we're gonna go to a Dorian. Yeah, and then you're just shifting from scales to build your melodies. Okay, good. So now I want to do something else. Some of my students were asking me, yeah, for if we can work on 2-5-1s, and if we do, we're gonna start from the beginning. Yeah, from the beginning. And so let me get my band here. Okay, nice. So first, before we work with with the band, I just want to go through this style. This style sometimes is called the guide tones, 2-note voicings. Some when I was a student, they used to call them the Bad Powell, yeah, left hand 2-5-1 voicings. And there are a couple variations. We're going to do the first variation. Yeah, so we're in the key of C. We have the 2-5-1, and we have the root and flat 7, root and 3 on the 5, and root and major 7 on the 1. And that's going to repeat in all the keys. So we're just going to go through them, yeah, without the band first. Yeah, so one moment. Okay, we have a 2, 5, 1. Now we're gonna go to F. 2, 5, 1. Let's go to B flat. 2, 5, 1. And moving on to E flat, 2, 5, 1. Have you noticed that with those 2 notes, we can kind of go kind of low in the register and still is workable, yeah? Now we're gonna go to A flat, 2, 5, 1. Let's go to D flat, 2, 5, 1. And G flat, 2, 5, 1. Going to the key of B, 2, 5, 1. And let's go to the key, one moment. Let's go to the key of E, 2, 5, 1. See, I can go kind of low and register, and it's perfectly okay. Let's go to A, 2, 5, 1. Key of D, 2, 5, 1. And G, 2, 5, 1. Okay, so this is great. So now we're going to go back to C and we're going to play with the band. We're going to repeat the 2-5-1 twice, and then we're going to move to another key. One moment. I have here, okay. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and again. Okay, F. Again. B flat. this is a nice workout, actually. Very nice. Yeah, and so we have this position with a root flat 7, root 3, and root major 7, or re, do, sol, ti, do, ti. And there is another variation, but we're not going to do it today. I'm just going to show you, which is backwards. So here we have re, fa. So we're going to start with the 3, then we go to root and flat 7, and then we go to the root and 3. So it would be re, fa, sol, fa, do, mi. Okay, yeah, but this is the one that we did today. Okay, good. Very good, very nice. Since we're emphasizing chords, I want to work now with my tension substitution voicing. Yeah, so today, I chose this voicing. Let me get my band. Yeah, while you already are starting to practice. Yeah, so we have no downtime. Okay. So we have, what do we have here? So we have a sus4 voicing. We're going to have a sus4 and first inversion. And then we're going to do some tension substitution. So I'm going to have my root moving to the 9. Yeah, so it would be this chord, but then I'm going to have my 5 going to the 13. So I have a substitution of 9 for root, 13 for 5. And I have this very nice chord. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this cycle. This cycle, I chose the minor third cycle ascending, C, E flat, G flat, A. Oops, it didn't work then. We have to move D flat, E, G, B flat. I cannot move anymore, so I have to choose another note, D, F, A flat, B, and back to C. Okay, so let's practice with our band. And also, the way that I would like to do is with the band, let me just demonstrate the way I would like to practice, is we're gonna kind of arpeggiate a chord ascending like this. And then we play. We go to the next one. Yeah, so we're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. Yeah. So I think at the very beginning, it's very good to sing every single note. That we can go ascending or we can go descending. Sometimes I practice going up and down, alternating the direction of how I build my chord. But for today, since this is the first time, we're just gonna do ascending. And here we go. 2, 1, 2, C, and E flat, G flat, A, D flat, E, E of G, now key of D, F, A flat, and key of B, and back to C. Okay, so that's a nice way of practicing. Yeah, my tension substitution voicings. Okay, maybe you remember the way I practice my tension substitution voicings. I have 3 variations. One is left hand root, right hand chord. Perfect. This is probably one of the most useful ones for comping and playing in a band, or accompanying a vocalist, or accompanying any melodic line. Okay, that's one. The next one would be striped. Yeah. So I don't know if we should do the striped. Yeah, it's a bit complicated, but the third one we can do. Third one is we're gonna play the chord with the left hand, and right hand we're gonna play the rootless melody. Yeah, and actually that would be fun to do. That would be fun to do. Maybe all 3 would be fun to do. Okay, so why don't we start? I want to change the groove. So kind of a reggae beat. 2, C, and we have 2 measures. E flat, G flat, A, D flat, E, G, maybe up here, there. E flat, B flat, D, F, A flat, B, and back to C. Okay, I love to practice like this, yeah, because that kind of is totally different, you know. I'm working with my left hand, and my right hand is supposed to ground me with a root, and that then transforms into other more advanced practices in which I'm gonna use patterns. You know, how about if I can double a Mixolydian pattern? Okay, here E flat. That would be fun to do, yeah, but I'm just gonna do a little bit, yeah, maybe for next week. 3, mixo with C. E flat mixo. G flat mixo. A mixo. B flat, E, G mixo, B flat mixo, D mixo, and F mixo, A flat mixo, B mixo, okay, so that's just another application of the variation of playing chords with the left, and then we play melody, and of course that can expand to something else. Okay, and there was something else that I was actually working with some of my students. Let me see. Okay, not this chord progression. Let me see. This chord progression, yeah. We're gonna work one moment. Okay, let me adjust my band here. So we have this chord progression, you know, and then we can call it neo soul or jazz ballads, or yeah, but it's a kind of a nice, very nice progression. So I thought that this progression was in C, and actually I showed it to Sera Jo, and Sera Jo says, Carlos, no, it's actually not in C, it's in E minor. Okay, E minor it is, and actually she was right. Yeah, so we have here, what do we have here in the key of E minor? We have a flat 6 major. We have a 4 minor, 9 at 11. We have this very nice voicing. We have a voicing in fifths. Yeah. And then we have another minor 7, another 9 at 11. So we have pa, bre, bra, da. And now I want to play just shortly. We're going to play just repeat twice with a band. Kind of slow. 2, 3, and oops, not that slow. I was not that slow. Okay, so how about like this? Yeah, see, okay. Now we're better. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna repeat 4 times. Okay, so as a composer, you know, you remember that guy that he took this little melody, pa 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 pam, and then he developed it into a whole symphony. So we're gonna have that type of, we're gonna try to emulate as much as we can. So here we had this chord progression. I'm gonna play again. And now we're going to do our first variation. Yeah? So 3 and 4 and yeah, so we took exactly the same harmony, the same chords, but we are kind of shifting things here. So here I'm going from the 7 to the 9. Bam. I'm anticipating the melody. I'm doing a melodic run. And then I'm doing this melody, which starting on the same melodies before. Anticipating. Yeah, and then I have. Okay, and now we're gonna practice. Yeah, let's play with our band. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, yeah, so that's a nice variation, at least I like it. So now we're gonna go to another variation. Yeah, so let's see, what do we have here? 3 and 4 and okay, so instead of starting with this chord, I move the melody up to the 9 and then I went down to the 7. Instead of anticipating the melody, I'm anticipating the whole chord. And then I have an independent lead there. And this is interesting, same chord, but I'm gonna emphasize this chord. Yeah, but I decided to double it, yeah, with the octave. Yeah, so I can accent, I can force that note a bit more if I want to. Then I have this run. Okay. And now we're gonna play with our band. So here we go. Now repeat 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, yeah, so we had the original one, variation number 1, variation number 2. So we have another variation. Okay, so what do we have here? So we have 3 and 4 and I have to practice this one. I have to practice, so it's mint, yeah? So what did I do? So here I broke the chord, and so instead of playing my chord like this, I broke it up. 5 to 7, 9, anticipate the chord. Yeah, and in this case, I'm not using the 11. Yeah, I'm using only the 9. Oh, oops, what did I do? I'm using the 11, I'm not using the 9. Sorry for this. Yes, it's a different sound, it's a little bit lighter. Yeah, so I have this nice run. 5, 9, flat 3, flat 7. Same chord, yeah? Yeah, and instead of opening up with an octave, I just went with a single note to keep it lighter. And then I have this run. It looks like an A major triad. So A major triad over F sharp, that will be the flat 3, the 5, the flat 7, the flat 3. Yeah, so it's they're all notes within that harmony. Okay, let's play with our band. 1, 2, 3, and. I like this variation. Yeah, it's starting to get different. Yeah, you know, we're adding things and taking things to another way. We have one more variation, and this one I don't know if because I haven't practiced this one. Okay. Whoops. No. Oops. See, I haven't practiced it. Okay, so we're gonna do, what did I do? I'm breaking it up, yeah? And I split the left hand in two voices. So this is nice. Anticipate the note, and then I have this run. But this one I have to practice. So, and then we split the chord in the left hand. Yeah, or we can use the pedal. Yeah. And a run. Okay. So now we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice with our band. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so that one is the trickiest one, yeah, to play. And now, if I just recap quickly, yeah, so we had the original one, yeah, which is just block voicings. Whoops. And then we went to the first variation. And then we go to the next variation. And then we go to the following variation here. Yeah, we're breaking it up even more. And then the last one. Last one, oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. See, that is, to me, is tricky. I have to, it's that movement, yeah? Yeah, that's the one that I need to practice that part. Okay, good. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this program. Yeah, I started to venture a little bit into some jazz ballad or smooth or neo soul type of ballads, and I kind of like this area very much. So then we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue next week. Yeah, same time, same channel, and always bringing new material. So I'll see you then. Thank you for being with me in this live broadcast. We covered a lot of material, and we're gonna continue to do so in our next class. I'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. Until then, have a wonderful week. Practice your instrument every day. Listen and play lots of good music. See you next week.